March 27, 1999. The Serbian countryside lies cloaked in darkness, lashed by a relentless storm. Rain hammers the canopy of an F-117 Nighthawk as it slices through the turbulent sky, its sleek, angular form a shadow against the chaos. Inside, Lieutenant Colonel Darrell Zelko grips the controls, his pulse racing. His mission: to bomb the Serbian Air Force's command center in Belgrade, the nerve center of the enemy forces determined to stop him. The stakes couldn't be higher, one wrong move and he's done. Zelko's confidence stems from his aircraft, a marvel of engineering. The Nighthawk stealth technology shrinks its radar signature to the size of a tennis ball, rendering it a ghost in the skies. No enemy has ever challenged it. Until tonight. Far below, Lieutenant Colonel Zoltán Dani stands in the command post of a Serbian anti-air missile battery. His eyes narrowed with determination. Serbian spies have tipped him off. Enemy aircraft are coming. Dani, a seasoned tactician, feels the thrill of the hunt. Tonight, he believes, is his chance to bring down the elusive ghost. "Sweep the skies," he orders, his voice steady but charged with anticipation. The P-18 early warning radar hums to life, its low-frequency pulses cutting through the storm. The radar screen flickers, cluttered with false signals from clouds and rain. Dani's men strain their eyes, searching for a sign. "I don't see the target," one reports, frustration creeping into his voice. But Dani, calm and focused, spots it. A faint, solitary dot gliding through the chaos. "The ghost is here," he whispers, his heart quickening. "Turn on the targeting radar." High above, Zelko's Nighthawk speeds toward its target, the onboard computer priming the bombs. His breath steadies as he focuses, unaware of the danger closing in. On the ground, Dani's team activates the SAM radar, desperation mounting. "I don't see the target," a technician mutters, scanning the empty screens. Dani double-checks the low-frequency radar. The dot is unmistakable, right in their sights. But the targeting radar remains blind. Then, fate shifts. Zelko opens the bomb bay to release his payload, a routine action that momentarily increases the Nighthawk's radar signature. At that precise moment, Dani's team catches it. "I have it!" a technician shouts, his voice electric with triumph. Phi-2 is tracking the target. Phi-1 is tracking. Dani's heart leaps. "Launch!" he commands. Two missiles erupt from the launcher, streaking through the stormy sky like predators on the hunt. Zelko's bombs hit their mark, exploding in a fiery burst over Belgrade. Another mission success. He pulls the Nighthawk into a climb, soaring to 6 kilometers, the rush of adrenaline mixing with relief. But the calm shatters as his cockpit erupts in alarms. Lights flash, sirens wail, a missile lock. Zelko's stomach drops. Through the clouds below, he sees twin trails of fire, missiles breaking through, racing toward him. His training kicks in, and he yanks the stick, throwing the Nighthawk into evasive maneuvers. The G-forces slam him into his seat, his vision narrowing as he fights to outrun the threat. The F-117 has no chaff, no countermeasures. Only his skill stands between him and destruction. Time slows to a crawl. The first missile, miraculously, malfunctions, roaring past his canopy in a streak of light. But the second finds its mark. A deafening explosion rocks the Nighthawk, shrapnel tearing through the left wing in a blaze of orange fire. The aircraft lurches, spiraling into a violent spin. Warning lights flash chaotically, and flames illuminate the cockpit as the Serbian landscape whips past. Zelko's mind races, fear and determination colliding. Ejection is his only chance, but the G-forces, 7gs 100 pounds of pressure on each arm, pin him down. Gritting his teeth, fueled by raw adrenaline, he grabs the ejection handles and pulls. The canopy blasts away, and his seat rockets into the night. For a heart-stopping second and a half, he freefalls, barely conscious, convinced the ejection has failed. Then the parachute snaps open, jerking him upward. Below, his burning Nighthawk tumbles into the darkness, a dying star. Zelko floats down, the storm's roar replaced by an eerie calm. His breath comes in ragged gasps as he processes his survival. But a wry thought cuts through the haze. Mom's not going to be happy about this. Then reality hits. His parachute is bright orange, a beacon in the night. Serbian forces will be hunting him. He's deep behind enemy lines, alone, with no time to waste. He lands hard near a ditch, scrambling to cover himself in mud to blend into the earth. The radio crackles to life. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Vega 31 going down. He whispers, his voice steady despite the fear clawing at him. A response comes through. Vega 31. Magic copies your mayday. Last position. Relief floods him, but it's short-lived. The Serbians are closing in. News of the downed Nighthawk spreads like wildfire. Serbian soldiers, police, and civilians flood the area, flashlights piercing the darkness. Trucks rumble along a nearby highway, their headlights sweeping the fields. Zelko presses himself deeper into the ditch, his heart pounding in his ears. Every rustle, every shout, feels like a step closer to capture. Then, a new sound, a low snuffling, growing louder. A dog sniffing just outside his hiding spot. Zelko's hand tightens around his knife, his mind racing. Kill it and risk alerting its owner? Spare it and hope it moves on? He holds his breath, willing himself to become part of the earth. The dog pauses, then bounds away. Zelko exhales, trembling with relief. The radio crackles again. Sandy 01, Vega 31. Over. Rescue is near. Zelko's heart leaps, but he hesitates, scanning for threats. Flashlights flicker in the distance, voices shouting in Serbian. Vega 31, if you don't answer, we're going later. The radio warns. He makes his choice. Yeah, okay. Let's go for it. He activates his infrared strobe, but it fails. Cursing under his breath, he pulls out his backup. A flare. The bright light explodes across the field, exposing him to both rescuers and enemies. There he is! A Serbian voice shouts in the distance. Zelko's heart sinks, but the roar of a helicopter cuts through the storm. The rescue team is here. Snuff your flare. It blinds our night vision. The radio barks. Zelko scrambles, dunking the flare in the mud just as the helicopter touches down. American voices call out, calm and professional. How you feeling, sir? One asks. Great. Zelko replies, adrenaline surging. Now let's get out of here. The chopper lifts off, wind blasting the field as Serbian flashlights converge on the spot he vacated seconds ago. Zoltán Dani and his team etch their names in history as the only crew to down a stealth aircraft in combat. When it hit, it felt like scoring the winning goal in a football match. Dani later recalls, pride in his voice. The U.S. leaves the Nighthawk's wreckage behind, and Serbian forces salvage it, displaying pieces in Belgrade's Museum of Aviation to this day. Zelko, haunted yet humbled by the experience, vows to meet the man who bested him. In 2011, 12 years later, he does, shaking Dani's hand in a moment of mutual respect, two warriors bound by an extraordinary night.